Hello everyone and welcome to EduPath Language School's English Grammar for Beginners series, and today we will take a look at nouns. We'll learn what nouns are, how many kinds of nouns there are, and we'll learn how to use them in sentences. So let's begin. So first of all, what is a noun? A noun is any name of a person, place, thing, or idea. As long as it is a name of something or someone, we can call it a noun. Now, some examples of nouns are as follows. For person, we have boy, mother, engineer, and actor. For place, we have restaurant, a country's name like India, classroom, beach. For things, we can consider pen, glass, computer, and shoes to be nouns, and for ideas we can consider the word kindness, success, truth, and happiness to be nouns. So let's move on and let's take a look at the different types of nouns. Now we have four main types of nouns. The first one are common and proper noun. The second one are countable and uncountable nouns. The third one is concrete and abstract nouns, and the last one is collective noun. Let's take a look at each of these nouns individually. So first, we begin with common and proper noun. So what is a common noun? A common noun is a general name of anything. So for example, the word girl, city, or animal can be a common noun. The reason these are common nouns is because if I say, I saw a girl, you would not know which girl I am talking about. And so, common nouns are not specific. Now, the opposite of this is a proper noun. For example, the names like Ria, Delhi, or Simba. Going with the previous example, if I tell you, I saw Ria, you would know which exact person I am talking about. Which is why proper nouns are specific names. Now a tip, when writing, proper nouns always start with a capital letter. It doesn't matter where it is in the sentence. So now let's move on to the next category, which is countable versus uncountable nouns. Let's see what they are. Countable nouns are names of things that we can see and we can count. For example, apple, chair, and student. These things generally have a specific shape, which is why we can count them. The opposite of this would be an uncountable noun, for example, water, sugar, and the word advice. These things don't specifically or generally have a shape, which is why we cannot actually count them. Now remember, because we can count countable nouns can be plural. For example, you can say 3 apples, but you cannot say 3 waters because we cannot count water. So instead, you would have to say some water. Okay, now let's move on to the next part, which is concrete versus abstract nouns. What they are. Concrete nouns are names of anything that has a physical form and we can generally touch and see it. For examples, pen, car, and book. The opposite of this would be an abstract noun, something that we cannot see or touch. For example, anger, joy, and time. Abstract nouns are generally names of things that you can feel but not touch. Finally, moving on to collective nouns. What are collective nouns? Collective nouns are names that refer to groups of something. For example, team, family, class, or the word group. Collective nouns can describe many, but they act as one noun. For example, a family of people. That would be a collective noun, or a class of students. This acts as a collective noun. So now, let's take a quick look at some different types of nouns and we can practice and find out what type of nouns they are. So let's go. So the first word is apple. What type of noun is an apple? Apple is a countable and a concrete noun. The next word is happiness. Happiness is an abstract noun because we cannot see or touch it, we can feel it. The next word is India. India is a proper noun because it is a specific name of a country. And the last one is class. Class is a collective noun because it is a collection of students. Now let's take a look at a quick quiz so that we can practice the nouns that we have studied. You can pause the video here if you want. Okay, let's move on to the answers, and here you go. You can check the answers here. Today we learned what nouns are. Again, just a quick recap. Nouns are names of person, places, things, or idea. We also learned that there are 4 types of nouns: common and proper noun, countable and uncountable noun, concrete and abstract noun, and collective noun. And we also looked at some examples and we had a chance to practice what we learned. So great job on doing all of that. So finally, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. In the description of this video, you will find a link to our worksheet on nouns where you can learn about nouns and you also can practice with the question and answers given there. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video and follow us for more content like this. See you in the next one.